Hi, good afternoon, Iris. How are you? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
We can't see you.
Um, oops, it's not allowing me to change my video.
Okay, I think we can see you, but
Can you see me now?
not properly. But anyhow, I am getting an indication
Oh,
that your signal is weak. So I would prefer you to have just audio thing.
yeah.
So Iris, ladies and gentlemen, she is Iris. Her topic is when your name becomes your calling. Women making an impact, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome her, Iris Malanga. So there are 88 people in this session currently, Global Virtual Summit 2024 Day 1. So let's all welcome her with
Mm-hmm.
a huge round of applause. And Soumya will introduce you, then the stage is all yours.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Thank
next
you. Thank you so much.
Iris Jamja is the founder and exclusive director of the Project Way, Mother of Nations Trust, dedicated to empowering vulnerable communities in Zimbabwe. Established in 2018, the trust supports orphans, widows, people with disabilities, and the homeless, impacting over 5,000 lives. Iris' commitment to humanitarian work has earned her international recognition, including the Women Iconic Award in 2024. Her vision emphasizes unity and the power of women supporting each other, driving transformative action and sustainable philanthropy. So the stage is yours, Iris. Please go ahead.
We can see you, Iris. You can just continue with your talk.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Right. I'm from Zimbabwe. I was born and raised in Zimbabwe, and I come from a family of helpers. So in my family has always helped people, underprivileged communities, and basically taken care of extended family. As time went on in our family, my father looked after people as well. And he used to pay school fees for orphans and look after extended family. And after my father's passing, that responsibility fell on me as an individual. And about 2 years after my father passed on, I decided, you know what, I need to make some sort of impact. I grew up helping others and I knew the importance of helping others. And what I then decided to do at the time, because I was going through such a rough time, I went to a church. And in this church, there was a man of God who was giving prayers and, counseling to people. And I went for that. And he told me that because of my name, that I would make a difference in the world. And I couldn't understand it at the time. And I thought, wow, what kind of difference could I make? I'm struggling to feed myself. I'm struggling to feed the next person. I know I come from a family of helpers, but how can I make a difference more? And this man told me that I would meet a homeless man and that I should help that homeless man. And he said that would change, the trajectory of things. It would change my whole life. And a few days later, it just so happened that I met this homeless man. And I thought, okay, what am I going to do? It's just one homeless man. What am I going to do? I decided to feed him. I was upset because people were walking away from him and didn't want to help him. And I decided to help him. So we got groceries. I had a bottle of Coke, I had a loaf of bread, and I decided to feed him with that. And I called a friend who was an ambulance driver, and I said, I've come across this homeless man. Now, how can we make a difference? How can we help this person? And he said to me, no, just feed him. That's all you can do. Feed him, and then we'll discuss the rest later. And that's what I did. And I got to know this man over time. We helped him, we fed him, we clothed him, and we got close to him. And after helping him for quite a bit, he went on to tell others that I was helping him. And he brought other people that were in need. And that's how my organization, the Nozizwe Mother of Nations Trust, was formed. We started helping this homeless man, and then one person became two, became three, became four, and it just blew up in Zimbabwe. And soon everyone was now coming to me for help, asking for help, and the community was also joining in and asking for help and helping others. So that was how we ended up making a difference in our country. It continued to grow and grow and grow. It's been 6 years now. And in the 6 years, we've looked after so many people within Zimbabwe and are now spreading out of our borders. It's just been an amazing experience in how when communities come together, people can make a difference when we're many. So one person will bring a loaf of bread, another person will bring rice, another person will bring clothes, another person will bring bedding and clothes and other things like that. And we put all that together into helping our community. We started off with one homeless man, and by 2021, during COVID, we were looking after 5,000 people countrywide. So people in other towns now joined in and started volunteering and started making a difference in their own communities. And then I realized that my name is Nozizwe, it's my middle name. And Nozizwe translated to English, it means Mother of Nations. So basically what I was doing was being a mother to everyone and doing what a mother would generally do, looking after her children. But in my case, most of them are adults, most of them are teens. I didn't give birth to them, but I consider them my children. My trust has 5,000 beneficiaries 6 years later, and we're still making a difference. And I sit back and I think about it that my name actually molded me to become who I am. I just needed someone, outside of my sphere to bring that out of me and bring things to life. And that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years, making an impact, making a difference in Zimbabwe and other countries, Botswana, South Africa. We're hoping to spread further and just help more people and help take care of many other people as much as we can. We join hands with any communities and organizations that are willing to take care of vulnerable communities, and that's how we've been able to move on so far. So this year, what happened was I was nominated for the Women Changing the World Awards. And those awards are international awards, and I'm sitting here in Africa, and I've been nominated for this award. I became a finalist. And being a finalist just took me to a whole other level because of the publicity I was getting and the influence that was building up in my country and beyond. I was then invited to write a book. I don't know anything about writing books or anything like that. This is the book. It's called Women Making a Difference. So this year, writing this book with a lot of other women who are also making a difference in other countries on their own, we've just put together our little stories. There's 25 of us. We've put together our stories in this book, and we have told our stories. I tell my story about how I started my charity and how I got into community work, community development, international relations, and things like that. That's my chapter in this book. So the other women in this book are also making a difference alongside me, but in their own way in different countries. So that's about this book, which is very inspirational. I've read the stories from the other women, and I also did read mine as well, even though I wrote it myself, but I just went ahead and read it as well. And I was really, really inspired by what I read. And it pushes me even more to spread awareness and to share with other women worldwide to say, look, you don't need a lot of money to help people. You don't need to be an influential person or a popular person. You can just start even in your backyard or with a neighbor or someone walking in your street, someone at your grocery stores. So in my way, me making a difference by raising awareness, by talking to people worldwide and telling my story about how I became a woman who makes a difference. It's not just about my name anymore. My name is actually my calling and what I do now. But it's about making a difference, making a change, being a champion for change, and standing up and reaching out to other women and men as well, and letting people know out there that everyone can do something, even with the littlest of things, even a little simple thing as a loaf of bread, like how I started, and a bottle of Coke. You know, you can change somebody's life with just something small. Even just a smile, a greeting, a prayer can make a difference in anyone's life. So this is me making a difference, and I'm hoping that people will be inspired when they read this book. It's on sale. Pre-orders are available on social media platforms. There's links in the bios on my Facebook page as well. So yeah, this is my story, and this is my life going forward, making a difference. I'm continuing with my charity work, and I'm hoping that eventually God blesses me with helpers, with people from different spheres of life. My dream is to have a halfway house that will assist the vulnerable communities that I'm already assisting. It is my dream to set up something big. In my town, we don't have a homeless shelter as such. The homeless shelter only houses about 26 people. My dream is to have something big that I can help other people that I know will be bigger and have skills empowerment and clinics and schools and things like that that can empower people to know that there's someone out there thinking about them. There's someone out there who's willing to help them up and change their lives for the better. So that's my dream for Nazizwe, my charity. And that's my dream as a mother as well, for my own children. I've got children all over the country and they all call me mom. These are not my biological children. I have two biological children, but all the 5,000 plus children that are here in Zimbabwe, countrywide, all refer to me as their mother because I treat them as my own children. And that's what I live by, and that's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. So, yeah, it's I've shortened my story here, but I could go on for days and days talking about how what I do and the lives I've changed. But this is me and my dreams and hopes for the future and hopes to change the world and make it a better place. For me, it's my calling. My name, my middle name was
Hi, Iris. Somehow your audio went off 2 minutes back. So we're trying to tell you. Can you hear us? But we can't hear you. Your audio is off. I can't. I can't hear you now. Can you hear us? Yes, but we can't hear you. It just went off 2 minutes back. Can you uh, check your mic settings, please? Or can you turn off your video and just check your mic settings, please? Okay, you're on mute, Iris. Can you hear us, Iris? I think you're on mute currently. Okay, I think, ladies and gentlemen, so Iris is having some audio issues. That's her on.
Yeah,
Oh, I can hear you now.
but I can actually hear you. I didn't have any break or anything. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, just now we can hear you again.
Ah, perfect.
So,
Yeah, I'm in an area where the network fluctuates, so please forgive me for that.
I am
The network in Zimbabwe is quite bad during the day, unfortunately.
okay. No issues.
So
Uh, so our
I was saying, in my family, yeah.
go ahead, please. You're saying something.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I was saying yeah, in my family, we all have names that have become our callings. So my siblings and I are doing things to make a difference in various communities, in various spheres. I was saying my brother's name is Lizwi. Lizwi means the voice. So he's a voice for many people, and he's been that way for a while. And yeah, that's his way of making a difference in various communities. So I think that's about sums up things from me, because my network seems to be acting up during the day here. But yeah, Nozizwe will continue into the future and inspire a lot of people. We're hoping to spread to other countries and make an impact worldwide. And that's my dream, and that's me making a difference in my own way.
Wonderful, Iris. What a wonderful thing. So we are honored to have you from Zimbabwe. You know, very few speakers turn out from there. So that's Iris. Ladies and gentlemen, a
Mhm.
huge round of applause for her coming from a country like Zimbabwe, inspiring the global audience here, sitting here, and inspiring everyone in USA, UK,
Mhm.
Japan, and on our global platform. So that's her when your name
Thank you.
becomes your calling. So Iris, I have a couple of questions from the audience. Let me quickly put it to you before your network
Mhm.
is. How do you approach? Sorry. What is the biggest obstacle have you witnessed in your Mother of Nations Trust?
The biggest obstacles for me being in Zimbabwe, I would say Africa in general, is red tape. Red tape in Africa is unbelievable. It's not easy to get documentation to carry out your charitable activities. It takes a long time, and you have to keep pushing, have to keep knocking on different doors. It takes a very long time to get things done. So the key is not to give up, but just continue trying, continue working, even if things hold you back. The key is to never give up and just continue, and everything works out. Another thing that draws us back as a charity is that transport. I live in the city, but the people that we look after live in villages. You've got to travel, hundreds of miles to get to those communities and to help people out there. And to get out there, the roads are inaccessible. So to get the adequate SUVs, to get out there, the trucks, the buses, to get our teams out there to help, especially with medical outreaches, is a nightmare. And that's one of the things that really, hurts me, when we can't get out to those villages and we can't help the elderly, we can't help the sick, because maybe the bus broke down or the truck broke down, or we didn't have our paperwork done, our licensing and permits in time. So things like that do happen along the way.
So that's very bad. I think you might need. I mean, I hope so. Your government works towards it. So thank you, Iris. I have a next question to you. How do you approach cultural differences and sensitivities in your work?
Cultural sensitivities, it's not so bad. I mean, comparing to me being in a different country, maybe, but being in Zimbabwe, because I grew up in various communities, so I'm able to adapt to different sensitivities and different cultures within my country. But as we spread into other countries, then I think that would be a learning curve for me to learn from other cultures, to learn from other people, how things work and how people relate to each other with regards to culture and language and things like that.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Iris. And we would wish to continue with you for our upcoming conferences. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge round of applause for
Thank you.
Iris. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you.
So she's the last speaker
Thank you
for
so much
our.
for having me.
Okay, thank you. She's the last speaker
Thank
for
you.
in the Paris time zone. Upcoming will be the New York time zone EST, which will be starting in an hour from now. So before I will have this closing session right now, if you want us to, open the networking sessions with all the speakers coming up to the front, we would appreciate that if anyone is willing to come to the front stage and have a discussion. We would appreciate to come everybody on to the all the speakers come to this session. We will bring you to the front stage and we will take a group picture of you as well. So I will have this closing speech. Later we can have the small session. So, as we bring this incredible global virtual summit 2024 to a close, I'm filled with profound gratitude and admiration for each of you. We have witnessed the power of collection, action, shared experiences, and the boundless potential within us all. Throughout our time together, we engaged in thought provoking discussions, forged new connections, and gained invaluable sights that will share our paths forward. From inspiring keynotes to vibrant breakout sessions, the summit has been a testament to the transformative power of our community. Thank you for all your participation and commitment. Thank you, all beautiful ladies. Please reach out to us if you want to bring us on the front stage. We will get all the speakers in this session and then we'll take a group picture and you can have a discussion between yourself. Okay. Looking forward to work with you. Thank you. Please stay tuned for our EST session as well.